Okay.
Okay, now you are in the other side of the nut, which is for the pneumatic system. Okay, so for pneumatic system, you still have the same symbol. I mean, you still have the same component. Okay, but you don't have pressure relief valve. Instead of that, you have we call it as a FRL unit. Okay, F for filter, R for regulator, and L is for lubricator. Okay, so this is your power source that is connected to the compressor. Okay, so now I want to show you okay, this is the directional control valve, but for pneumatic. Okay, and this where is it? Okay, and this is the flow control valve for pneumatic. It looks different, but in theory the symbol is still the same. Okay, but for hydraulic and pneumatic, the real component you can see they are different, but the symbol are the same. Okay, now I want to show you how this. Just now I told you that the flow control valve is used to control the speed of your actuator, right? So you can see with this current setting, and this is DCV. So this directional control valve has a push button. So when you push the DCV, the spool position inside this will be changing, and the change of the spool position will allow the oil to flow through this. Maybe I can release it. Okay, this is DCV. The changing of the spool position inside will determine whether the oil will go through this part and then out through this part, or enter through this part and go out through this part. It's depending on the spool position inside, and the spool position can be changing by pressing the push button. Okay, so I'll show you now. This situation is called as retraction. The piston is now the cylinder is retract. It's in the retract position. Okay, so when I with this connection, when I press the push button, you can see that this cylinder is extending. Extending means the piston is moving out from the cylinder. Okay, so that's the basic of cylinder. You can see extending and then now retracting. Okay, now I want to show you how do you use flow control valve to regulate the speed of the piston. Okay, you can see this now. You can see this speed, right? Okay, this is the speed with this current one, and then when I release, nothing is controlled. And now I try to open the knob a bit more so that more air can flow. And now you should see that the extension will be faster. Okay, and then when you release, it's still having the same speed, because now we only have one flow control valve on this side. So in the experiment, you will also try what happens if you change this and put it in this connection, and what's going to happen during extension and during retraction if you change the opening of the flow control valve. And then from there you can see what is the effect of the speed. So that's basically what are you going to explore and investigate for your pneumatic experiment.